Sun's out at Belmont Park. Pat's got Sass drawn the outside of the field. All in. They're set to go racing from the 1600. Roch Legacy first away from the inside, headed immediately by Stylax, Castillo, Delago, and Al Norman was away sharply. Megazone's up there. Pat's got Sass. She came out running, and the big mare is going to settle outside of Castillo, Delago early on. Groundbreaker tucked away better than midfield as Roch Legacy drifts back. Constant Dreaming is next, joined on the outside there by See Ya Champ. A length and a half to strike now, getting back with Stella Vista. Also back there as well as the Great One, and sitting 3 deep coming along the riverside. Anchored right back there as well as Find Your Man, who's next to last. The tail end of Position of Power. Going by the 900, Castillo Delago leads the way. 3/4 of a length in front from the mare. Pat's got Sass in the clear. Megazone. Over on the inside, Stylax is running fourth. 3/4 of a length away, Al Norman. See Ya Champ sitting wider on the course. Roch Legacy is next on the rail from Groundbreaker, the Great One. Strike now. They're well off the pace coming to the 500 from Find Your Man, Constant Dreaming. Stella Vista's got the job in front of her, and last Position of Power. Castillo Delago, 400 from the judge, is the leader. He goes for home now on Castillo Delago, straightened up in front for Parnham at the point of the turn. On the outside, Pat's got Sass, a length and a half, Megazone. The others a day from them. Stylax runs fourth at the 200 now. Pat's got Sass hits the front. Megazone tries to cut the margin down. Pat's got Sass though responds. Megazone keeps coming. Megazone answers the call, hits the lead. Megazone wins it. Megazone beat Pat's got Sass. Late Roch Legacy, probably third from strike now, picking up ground from the tiring Castillo Delago, Stylax, Groundbreaker, Constant Dreaming. Very few made great ground from the back. Then See Ya Champ, the Great One, Stella Vista. She didn't have a one on the job this afternoon. Beat a couple home. They included Position of Power, who was always rearward. And first up, our Norman fades out of it to finish amongst the last home. Megazone, number 8, is the winner, ridden by Sean O'Donnell. 8 Megazone gets over the top of Pat's got Sass. 13 Roch Legacy, third home. Fourth is number 10 Castillo Delago. Clings on from strike now. Stylax in 1:35.51. A half a length by 3/4 Megazone. Back in the city winners list this afternoon at big odds for trainer Ash Maley, ridden by Sean O'Donnell, son of Eurozone. Was able to get to Pat's got Sass, who'd hit the front, taking over from Castillo Delago after they'd turned for the judge. She came out there. She was positive from the gates for due run. Grabbed the front. Megazone was stalking behind them, and it responded to the vigour of Sean O'Donnell to get home. 35.16 the sectional time. Megazone for Larry Harvey, G. McKenna, T. Milner, trained by Ash Maley and ridden to victory by Sean O'Donnell. Scoring here from Pat's got Sass, the patronised mare from Sasso Flyer, David Harrison and Kesh Duran, and 13 Roch Legacy by Blackfriars out of Satine, trained by Dan and Ben Pearce and ridden by Chris Parnham. So an upset result here with Megazone getting home to score. $21 on the WOP, returning $22.50, $5.90 from Pat's got Sass, which is run at 31 SP. It's been a big price, and a real rout there for the punters. Back there third was Roch Legacy at $14. So some big exotics coming up. The next event, race number 3, the Furphy Handicap. Chris Parnham is on number 8. Real Danger in the next. A field of 15 to run. Brittany is with us downstairs in the yard with Ash Maley, and it's not a surprise to see one of Ash's at very good odds get home and score. But Megazone is back in the winners list in the metropolitan area.
When Castillo Delago is in the race, you know there's tempos going to be on. Just tell us what were your instructions to Sean O'Donnell?
I said that he had a horrible gait, so I said to see if he can get in behind the pace there somewhere. I said that like the horse is working really well, but see if he can get in behind the pace with cover and see what he's got at the end. But I couldn't have hoped for a better ride than that. That was just brilliant.
So at what stage of the race were you growing in confidence?
Rounding the corner, I sort of thought, well, the back markers aren't going to get up there, so, and he was still in an ideal position, and he hadn't had to do a lot of work to stay there, and he was getting great cover. It was just nice to see him let down the way he did, but yeah, I was a little bit surprised that he went as well as he did, yeah.
You've got a host of runners across both Geraldton and here today. Is there another winner from the Maley Yard?
Yeah, I hope so, Britt.
Which one?
And I'm hoping it's Penny on the Queen.
Well, let's hope that can be the case, because your sisters wouldn't know what hit them. That's a great story with Penny of the Queen, of course. And you know what else is great is the Strapper Showdown. So all of a sudden, during the Pinnacles, we're going to see the Strappers rewarded. But I must say, Kayla's job couldn't have been any easier with this old boy. He just lopes around the yard like he's been here 100 times before.
Yeah, so she doesn't want to get paid for this one.
Yeah, you remind her that. Well done.
Thanks, Brett.
There is Ash Maley there, and of course that Strapper Showdown series will see each winning strapper awarded points, and then at the end of the Pinnacles there's $1,000 cash for the leading strapper. So Kayla on the board there with a lovely old boy in MEGAZONE. I say old, he's only 7 years old, but 51st start at the races today makes it a winner with Sean O'Donnell on board. Drawn a tricky gate, but it didn't end up as tricky as it looked on paper, because Castillo del Lago stretched them out and he was able to get in just behind that speed. Yes,
and there was almost a bit of interference here at the weighing table too, because all of a sudden we've got cameras going everywhere and they're all following Sean O'Donnell, who's kicked home another winner. I suppose with Castillo del Lago in the race, you always knew the pace would be on, and in the end it looked like it panned out perfectly for MEGAZONE.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse my voice, got a bit of a frog, sorry punters. Yeah, the other day he was back on the fence and just didn't get a clear run until late. So today was beautiful. Lob 1-1. The pace was magic. And even come the corner, I just was able to follow Keshaw's horse and then popped. And credit to the old boy, he had to outstick it, and he did, didn't he?
Tell you what, at the end of a strongly run mile, he still toughed it out really well.
And he was fit, hard, healthy. I just put in the left to trick the old bastard. I trick myself sometimes too. Sorry about that word, but bit of fun here. But it was really good. Really grateful for Ash, you know, having a few rides for him, and we're doing well. We connect well, so yeah, good on to him and the team.
From an old boy to a young girl, what about All Show in today's Placid Arc?
Yeah, look, as we know, she pulls hard, she does this and that. She'll give it her all. I'll just, yeah, no hanging on today, I think, mate. If they've got to pass me, they've got to pass me. But yeah, we'll give it a chance.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you. Cheers to my wife. Thank you.
There's the shout out to Sarah, and there is Sean O'Donnell, who pilots MEGAZONE to victory, defeats Pat Scott Sachs and Rock Legacy in for third. 8-2, 13 and 10.
Let me know you found me. I was fed up with the fantasy. What you wanna do? Think I'm ready? Ooh, think you like that? Think you like that? When I clap back like that, let me know.